So I'm sure you guys have seen the video, and it's a video that I personally tried to avoid for a while because I'd seen people talking about it. I know it's out there, and I just, sometimes when you are involved in a lot of these things, you have to take small mental breaks from this stuff. And so as far as like seeing that, growing up as a black man in America, I know racism exists. I've been a victim of it. I've seen it. I hear it. We know it exists. We know it's out there. We know it's something that we're going to have to deal with in this country forever. So this video of this lady, Shiloh Hendricks, I avoided it for a while until I came across this article about her starting a Give, Send, Go. She started a Give, Send, Go, and it says, "Help me protect my family." Don't know where she's saying why that is relevant. Seems like the person she was calling the N-word needs their family protected. But she starts this Give, Send, Go. This thing has now raised over $500,000. So in case you don't know much about this story, a 5-year-old kid at a park, I guess, was going through her stuff. She called that kid the N-word multiple times. A 5-year-old black kid. 5 years old. Because of that, there has been some backlash. Someone recorded it. There's been some backlash against her. So she starts this Give, Send, Go for money, I guess, for maybe she lost her job or something. I don't even know. Don't really care. My issue is that there are people in this country who still want to pretend racism doesn't exist. In fact, there are black people like Byron Donald who still wants to pretend racism is not a problem in this country. He was asked if there is any more systemic racism or if racism is a problem in this country, and he said, no, it's not.
Do you believe that America still has like a problem with racism, like systemic racism?
No, I think that the country did. I mean, that's obvious.
Of course.
We definitely did, but I don't think so anymore.
And listen, I've said this many times. Byron Donald has to bootlick and buck dance for Republicans because if he doesn't, he becomes irrelevant to the Republican Party. He has to put a blackface on their racism because if he doesn't, they'll throw his ass out the door. He is a useful idiot to them, and so that is why he has to keep on regurgitating this bullshit. But this lady raised $500,000 from people who were happy that she called a 5-year-old the N-word. And when you go through the donations, because they can't comment anymore, because the comments have been turned off because of how many bad comments and racist comments people were putting on there, they have now decided to change their name when they make the donations, and many of their names are racist. You have references to Hitler and the 14 words that, if you don't know about that, look it up. It has to do with white supremacy and all that. They changed their name to I'm a fan of N-words. They changed their name to F the N. I mean, I'll show you them, just some of the most horrible things. And this is why I say sometimes we have to take a mental break from some of these things, because as laid back and as hard as I have become because of the things I've dealt with in my life, this stuff still kind of gets to me when I see it. And honestly, me saying that probably makes them happy. But I do this to let you guys know that and let people know who are advocates that these things still exist, and we need to still be very diligent about speaking out and fighting against this shit. And it really just it bothers me a lot with these black conservatives that they'll take monetary value and power over uplifting their community. You're going to sit here as a person like Byron Donalds and say that we don't have racial problems in this country when you can literally Google racism and you will come up with multiple articles in the last month of racism happening to black and brown people in this country. This is why I have absolutely zero respect for black conservatives. This is why I absolutely dislike these people, and I will always speak out against these people because they're doing damage to the black community that will never be able to be changed. The damage that they're doing by pretending that things aren't happening that people in America are actually going through is irreparable. And that is why I have zero respect for them. This lady called a 5-year-old the N-word, and people are celebrating it by donating to her. Over $500,000 now, and it hasn't stopped yet. And there are people out there who want to say that we don't have a racism problem in this country. Fuck out of here with that. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in they heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.